Welcome back to another episode. We're at Killshot Spearguns right here. We're gonna go inside and see Ed. As you guys know, we've been doing a little bit of spearfishing the last couple years. Sarah has really gotten into it, and we had a really cool gun made from Ed here, and he's gonna show us the process, kind of, you know, where he starts at the pieces and how he finishes them all up. So come on here, let's check it out. That's Ed.
Welcome to Killshot.
The spear gun guy. And this is our gun. You guys have seen it. And like I said, Sarah's really got into it. She shot a few fish with it so far. She hasn't let me use it yet, but I'm going to use it soon. When she's
That's our dogs.
There's the dogs. Ed, tell us a little bit about your story, how long you've been making guns and fishing and spearfishing, all that good stuff.
Sure. Killshot's been around for about 10 years. I started building guns about 12 years ago. Hang on. Hey, girls, beat it. Hey, honey. Call the dogs. I've been building guns for about 12 years and just kind of decided to turn it into a business after the first couple of years. We do a couple hundred guns a year. We don't do a whole lot, but we like to maintain quality and you know, put out the best possible product that we can. So,
how long did this gun take to build from start to finish?
Start to finish, this was part of a bigger batch of guns. There were about 30 guns in that batch, and it took me about 5 weeks, I think, to get it done.
Okay. So this is the custom gun. That is Sarah's favorite color. How did you etch that in there?
I use a CNC.
So CNC machine, and then you filled it with epoxy and colored it, right?
Yeah.
We did it to match the boat.
So it matches the boat there. She has not had a big fish pull the line off the reel yet, but she had just shot a couple fish with it. And if you look at the top there, that's really cool there where the shaft lays in there, the different colors. And you can see you got all these ones over here too, which look awesome.
Yeah.
And there's different lengths guns. Would that be the size of the person using the gun?
Sometimes
or the target, or what? Or a little bit of both?
Sometimes it's the size of the person. Sometimes it's local conditions like visibility.
He's working as we speak, but Ed's going to show us the process.
Yeah, so I've got Doug working. Doug's putting finish on a new spear gun. But to kind of give you a brief overview, I start off with raw teak. I bring in big chunks of 8/4 teak that's up against the wall. And each one of those guys weighs between 30 and 50 pounds, depending on the dimension of it. And then from there, I cut them down into individual blanks. Once I've got the blank cut, then we will square it up. So I've got some back here that are already squared. You'll see these T's. That means that this side and this side here has also got T's, but they're down on the bottom.
Right.
These two sides are perpendicular to each other. So when I run opposite sides through the planer, they're now going to become parallel to each other, which gives me a nice square piece, which is important so that our trigger mech lines up properly with our shaft.
Right.
Keeps it accurate. All right, so typically what we'll do is we're going to cut our block of wood, and we're going to cut a pocket in it. And you can see right here at the end, we've got a little bit of wood, and then down here on the other end, you know, right before the trigger mechanism, we've just created a pocket. We're going to pour epoxy in there. Once the epoxy's poured, we're going to come back, let it harden, and then we're going to cut it flat, and then we're going to start running the router bit through it to carve out our track. And if we do it right, everything is going to be perfectly aligned and lay up just the way that we need it to, so that we get a great, accurate gun. That's kind of the critical processes. The next becomes shaping. So this particular spear gun is going to wind up looking more like this. So we're going to come in next and we're going to cut these flutes on the side. We're going to round it over, and then on the back end, you know, we're going to drill in all of our holes for our trigger pins and line release and everything else. So, and it's just takes time and practice.
It's an art. It really is.
Well, thank you.
I think it is. It's very complicated, and then you put weights in them too.
That's right.
Yeah, there's more to this.
Yeah, so you'll see it right here. There's two little lines. These two lines correspond to a channel that we cut underneath the track, and we dropped weights in it. What we did was we knew how much this thing weighed ahead of time, so we adjusted the weight based on what we want the final weighting of the gun to be when we're done.
Right.
So, and I'd like to tell you there's this really cool mathematical process for it. There is, but at this point I've gotten we've done it so many times that we've just created a cheat sheet for it, and Now I know if I need to add 20 grams, 30 grams, 50 grams, whatever. So,
And we're not telling you all that anyway because it's a secret. So you have to
And
buy
that
one of
just
his
helps
guns.
balance the gun out, correct?
yes, yeah, it helps to balance it out. And in fact, where we put this weight, if we take this weight and we push it way out on the end, now when we're holding the gun, it's going to make the gun feel that much heavier.
Right.
So it all depends on, you know, where we place things. Yeah, we've got a
So organized.
makes it look pretty.
Yeah, very
And then we've got all of our trigger mechanisms up here. So, and these are Koa trigger mechs. Koa makes a pretty nice mech. It's got a very soft trigger. It's pretty nice. So we also use some gear from Neptonics as well for some of our other guns. So it really just depends on what it is that we're building at that particular time.
And then you pick how many bands you want to put on the gun and
Yeah.
all that stuff depending on the target species and I guess where you're at.
Yeah, yeah, and it's, you know, we do a couple different size shafts. We'll use a 7mm or an 8mm shaft, and you can probably see the difference in diameter there.
Yep.
This shaft weighs 4 ounces more than this shaft. So if I know that ahead of time, what I'll do is I will weight the gun differently for this shaft because we need it to be a little bit lighter weight because this is going to be adding some serious weight to it. And what we don't want is for your hand to fatigue when you're swimming around with it. And there are guns out there that you go to try to move them through the water and they feel like it feels like an anvil,
right?
Because they're not weighted right. So,
gotcha. So there's a lot of little things, just like in everything in life. The small things make the big differences. Everybody knows the big ones. It's the little tiny things that make a difference.
that's a great way to put it.
So I had a guy tell me years ago, in racing, everyone knows the 10-second advantages. The 10th second advantages were the difference. He was a commercial fisherman. All the small stuff he did was the tiniest little things that made a difference in the you know, after years and years and years of use and when you're making your living from the water.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, a little bit of knowledge goes a really, really long way.
Sure. So if someone wanted to get a spear gun from me, they could stop by the store. Can they order online too, or no?
You can order online. You can call me. You can stop by the store. You know, whatever works for you.
Awesome. So if you're in Almirada, make sure to stop by Killshot Spearguns. And the website, what's the website?
www.killshotspearguns.com.
Easy
Shouldn't be
enough.
a surprise.
Easy enough there. So I didn't know if we had to add another letter or two.
No.
But I appreciate you taking the time to show us around there
Sure.
and building Sarah's gun. And we're going to show you guys some spearfishing footage of that gun right now. And Sarah, you got any other questions or anything else you want to see?
And we're going to show some of the Ed teaches freediving courses.
So if I do the course with you, I can learn breathing techniques, breath holding, all that good stuff,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We cover safety. Physiology, and really what's going on during that breath hold.
Okay.
And armed with that knowledge, you're going to feel different things during your dive. You know, we break it up into a couple different phases. You have the breath hold, which is pretty easy,
Right.
but you get to a point that we call the struggle phase, and that's what separates a good diver from a really good diver. You know, knowing what to do and what not to do. So we're just going to try to arm you with the information so that you know you can do it safely and more comfortably.
So if someone wants to sign up for one of these classes online as well?
Yep, online
give me a call?
or give me a call or stop in the shop. So
There you guys go. So if you ever want to do a course to learn more about it, highly recommend. I need to do one because I'm mediocre at best.
yeah, so am I.
Awesome. Well, appreciate taking the time and
My pleasure.
showing us the process. And we're going to show you guys a little bit more stuff, all right? a nice one. What is this little thing here?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Nick, bring the boat. Is that Cubera? Is it a Cubera? Yeah, right?
Holy smokes!
Ta-da!
Good stuff!
Is that a Cubera? You got a Cubera?
Stoned him dead!
Oh my god, awesome.
That is sick!
I was like, what is that? It's a giant mangrove. No.
Wow! Look,
He died instantly. He didn't even twitch.
the flopper isn't even engaged.
Ooh, got lucky.
Yeah, the tip of it's just lodged in its spine.
Hold that thing up for a picture, Sarah.
Good stuff, Sarah. Nice shot.
I didn't even need a lobster to catch one.
Oh. Stoned him again. It's a nice one. There's ones bigger than that down there.
Well, that wraps that video up, you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Something a little bit different, and I want to give Ed a big shout out for making this really cool gun. Although this is Sarah's and she doesn't want to share, so I'm gonna have to get my own, I think. But hope you guys enjoyed, seeing the process, how it's made, and shooting some of those fish the past year, and all that good stuff. Anyhow, the Broadminer is back in the boatyard right now. We're doing an oil change, all the gear lube, the main oil, fixing a couple little things here and there, and part of owning a boat, the maintenance. So hopefully it'll be good to run for the rest of spring and summer. Anyhow, head to the website, STANZ Fishing, if you guys want any gear. We're doing a 20% off sale right now on all merchandise. So go save a few bucks. The spring sale is going to end soon. We do have a few more products coming out very soon. So we'll see you guys at the website there. Thanks for watching, and thanks for tuning in.